What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another news video. Now, with Crown Jewel less than a day away and not many showing interest in watching the pay-per-view, WWE just made a late-breaking announcement that women will compete in the Kingdom for the first time ever. As you might recall, earlier this year, some female talent, which included Alexa Bliss and Natalya, made the journey to Saudi Arabia in the hopes that the General Sports Authority would allow them to compete for the first time ever at the Super Showdown 2019 event. However, despite WWE's efforts in trying to convince them, they were ultimately denied. Now, even before that, customs were broken down in 2017 in the Middle Eastern country of Abu Dhabi, as Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss wrestled the first ever women's match there during a tour. Hoping to still break boundaries in Saudi Arabia, Triple H noted during the Greatest Royal Rumble that they are trying to make a change, but these customs will take time, and for now they had to respect that. In the interview he mentioned, "I understand that people are questioning it, but you have to understand that every culture is different, and just because you don't agree with a certain aspect of it, it doesn't mean it's not a relevant culture. You can't dictate to a country or a religion about how they handle things." But having said that, WWE is at the forefront of a women's evolution in the world, and what you can't do is affect change anywhere by staying away from it. While right now, women are not competing in the event, we have had discussions about that, and we believe and hope that in the next few years they will be. That is a significant cultural shift in Saudi Arabia. The country is in the middle of a shift in how it is dealing with that. The position is changing and rights are changing, as are the way women are handled and treated in society. We think that's a great thing, and we're excited to be at the forefront of that change. That was almost over a year ago, but change has finally come, as Saudi officials have allowed both Lacey Evans and Natalya to compete in a one-on-one women's match at Crown Jewel. WWE made the groundbreaking announcement on Twitter just over an hour ago, tweeting, "Breaking. As just announced by Michael Cole, Lacey Evans and Natalya will go one-on-one in the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia tomorrow at WWE Crown Jewel." Whilst this news makes part of our upcoming Behind the Titantron episode obsolete, that regarding the women's devolution, we couldn't be happier for the two, as along with the all-women's Evolution pay-per-view and the first ever women's match in Abu Dhabi, the match will be in the history books for years to come, marking it as one of the first of hopefully many steps towards women's rights in the kingdom, and we hope that there are many matches to follow in the years to come. But speaking of Crown Jewel, there might be a surprise appearance in store for the show. You'll all recall that Shane McMahon was present at last year's Crown Jewel, where he was the substitution for The Miz at last year's Crown Jewel event and was crowned the best wrestler in the world. He's not been on screen for some time, ever since he was kayfabe fired after losing to Kevin Owens in a ladder match on the premiere episode of SmackDown on Fox, but a fan on Twitter at @ogalani via Heel by Nature managed to capture both Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon arriving in Riyadh, which could bring up the possibility of Shane involving himself in the best tag team in the world match. Could they make another late substitution again? Who knows? It could be possible. What do you guys think though? And what do you think of the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia? Who's gonna win? Let us know in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.